James
and
Blunt
never
was
listen
always
to it
blunt.
again. and Paul McCartney can go get his wings and fuck off for all I care. Eh?
Paul McCartney.
Why don't you just
really?
let it be, McCartney? Huh? Nah. Beatles puns too dank.
Something about a submarine.
Get your tits out for good money. Welcome to the Unmonetisables, episode 20, the official podcast of the FAWK Chronicles, the dumbest search for intelligence in the galaxy. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me through no choice of their own are Dr. Darkside.
That was a Soup's intro, by the way.
And Grandmaster Tech, who you calling a Soup?
Yeah.
This is a disturbing conversation. Please leave me out of it.
This is the show where we scud through the trending tat of the week and then discuss our recon on your primitive planet's curatable culture. And kicking us off this week, getting our tit suit for good money. Alinity sells her dirty knickers.
Who?
Alinity, keep up.
We're
Darcy.
lowering
Jesus
ourselves.
Christ.
With headlines like that, we're lowering
excuse
ourselves.
Me.
We're
This
not.
Twitch streamer was famous for, after PewDiePie watched a compilation of Twitch streamers and called them all thoughts.
Nobody knows about Twitch streamers. What is Twitch?
She then...
That is what you
What is
do
this
when
Twitch?
you're trying to wake up in the morning.
She then coined the infamous phrase, "Can we copy strike PewDiePie?" Because she thought it was so disgusting they called her a thought. And then on her stream the other day there, someone caught a glimpse of her emails. Well, everyone caught a glimpse of her emails. She left them lying for a split second.
As you do, yeah.
Too quick. And there was an email in it with a guy professing to, "You remember me when I bought that bra off you like 5 years ago? Any chance I could... I gave you good money for it, so I'm looking to buy." And that was the end of the tag, because you could just see the start of the email. And she's like, oh fuck. Too late.
Those are the kind of emails that you encrypt, I would
Yeah.
suggest.
And
Discord
Yeah.
for a reason. But, well,
So-
it was 5 years ago apparently.
yeah, how old
And
is she?
5 years? That's ancient history 5 years ago.
Fucking early 20s or something, aye.
Yeah, so 5 years ago.
Interesting. I don't know if anyone's nailed that yet.
No,
but-
that'd be alright in Japan. Maybe she was in Japan. It's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
maybe, yeah.
But something you won't have to pay good money for after they've got review bombed to fuck by all the haters. Fallout 76 has dropped down to 40 quid and even 35 euros in some areas.
Yeah, I did notice that.
10-12 days after launch, because all the haters are just fucking losers. And
Man, all these
I
games are
found it
overpriced anyway. That's what it should be
How are
anyway.
they overpriced? Games have stayed the same price for now over 10
How much does it
years.
cost to buy a film on Blu-ray?
Listen,
You'd be surprised.
It doesn't cost 35 quid.
yeah, but you only get 1.5,
Maybe a special
2 hour,
edition.
3 hours max out of a Blu-ray. You can get 50 to 40, 100 or to 200 hours out of a £50 game.
Yeah, it costs the same to make, probably.
No, it doesn't.
$300 million film or a
It probably
$300 million
costs
game.
less to make the games, but takes more effort.
Maximum effort!
Because what you're talking
Let's
about
agree
here,
to disagree.
No,
on
what
that.
you're talking about here is these multi-million budget fucking films that have 100 million in the marketing budget, and yet they still fucking tank.
Probably a better comparison is a TV show. You know, where you're buying like the multi-disc kind of what do you call it?
Seasonal content.
Pack
You
of
can
a
see
season,
some sort of
you know, a
comparison,
season or
but-
two of a show, and it's costing you 35 quid, and it's probably
Yeah, on par with that.
yeah.
Yeah, because don't give gaming industries an idea to split up games into seasons.
Oh, they've already done it. It's too late.
No, I mean like you get to play like 10 minutes of the game and you have to wait till next Tuesday to
Oh, they've
release
already
the
done it.
next
Did
one.
you hear about Battlefield 5 stipulations?
Oh, fuck that.
So, no, but is it Battlefield 5 or 1? Whatever Battlefield it is now.
Instead of giving you the levels
No.
that you have to buy.
So you
the
know how you get your
levels.
beta, where you can opt in, buy. If you pre-order the game, you can get the beta sometimes, right? Before the game's released.
Right, yeah, pre-order.
Their stipulations were you can get the beta, but if you pay for a premium fucking EA only fucking package, you can get the hours version of it, or you can play it for X amount of hours, but only X amount of hours, and then it'll cut out until it's released. But then there was a higher version over and above that, where you could get it even. Basically, it came down to there was 6 different launch dates for this game.
Which game am I buying? Which version of this game am I buying?
literally.
Bypass that, I think.
How can you compare it with your pal when they're playing version 12 and you're
But no,
playing
Fallout
version
76 is
3?
the problem. How dare they advertise the game exactly how it is, and how dare they be completely honest with all the consumers that it was going to be a buggy mess of a game, and how dare they knock the price down after everyone who probably hasn't played it or played it like a little
Blame
bitch
Microsoft for this kind
review
of...
bombed it and fucking
Well,
shafted it.
testing.
in
It's the
oblivion.
fact that, you know, there's so many people bitching and complaining about Bethesda being like, oh, but they're charging us 50 quid for a buggy game. They've been doing that since fucking early days.
That's it. Listen,
And the folks still keep buying them, so you know what? If you've got an issue, don't buy them.
we are in a post-alpha build, post-beta society, are we not these days?
Aye. Yeah.
Or we're in a perpetual beta society.
Perpetual beta's more likely option.
Little
Maybe
bit
they'd
betas.
realise that if they spent more time worrying about the real apocalypse instead of the simulation.
Oh.
Yes, the real apocalypse. I refer to the looming Article 13. YouTube's been
Have you seen
prompting everyone
YouTube's
to read
video
up on
about
it.
this?
Yeah.
It keeps popping up.
like
Have you
what?
watched it?
Good on YouTube, eh? 'Cause
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Hold on. YouTube spends ages like trying to destroy YouTubers and censoring them and try to deplatform them,
'Cause
and
you've
then
gotta
all of a
take
sudden,
on-
oh no, we're all about protecting people from Article 13. It just seems like the pot calling the kettle black. It doesn't make
No,
sense. It's
well, one, like,
complete cognitive
It's
dissonance. No?
YouTube. If it's YouTube, then how dare anyone else take away their enjoyment of slowly
Well,
but
come
surely
on, man.
crushing all their users' souls?
It's like the military. They have to break you down and break your spirit before they can build you up into the tool that they want you to be.
Yeah. Whereas
So-
Article 13 just takes complete control.
Yeah.
And yeah, a couple of musicians, just to name a few, who are behind this shit, pushing for it. Paul McCartney and James Blunt. I'm taking my James Blunt CD and I'm scratching it.
James
And
Blunt
never
was
listen
always
to it
blunt.
again. and Paul McCartney can go get his wings and fuck off for all I care. Eh?
Paul McCartney.
Why don't you just
really?
let it be, McCartney? Huh? Nah. Beatles puns too dank.
Something about a submarine.
I am the fucking walrus, alright? Moving on.
Yeah.
They should listen. Musicians like that, regular figure out. We've discussed this before.
Ex-musicians.
Yeah.
Oh, have you not?
Because they're not real innovators. Not real innovators like the YouTubers and vloggers of these days. You know, like the savage that is Jake Paul.
Or selling pants
And his
online.
new trailer that he dropped for Jake Paul Uncut,
Oh,
which seems
So-
like a pseudo Shane
So he's
Dawson
not
style.
circumcised then.
what is this?
It seems like a.
I really want to know. I think I
pseudo-
want to ignore this story.
It's
Please
like a
move on to the next one.
It's like, stop making me say pseudo over and over again. It's a pseudo Shane Dawson style self biopic doc.
You mean it's
biodoc?
it's a jerking session basically.
Yeah. One of the scenes he's jokingly wielding a knife and asking if anyone else wants to leave Team 10 and leak any info. Then
That
he's
probably happened.
being very candid and speaking about how Jericho didn't have to end because Jericho didn't end because they wanted it to, but because it needed to happen.
So dramatic.
And it ends with him crying in the bathroom.
No, trending something. That was so
No,
much
don't
bullshit.
give a shit.
Well, speaking of crying, Be Still My Beating Heart, as Adi Shankar announces his
Can you say that
Devil May
again?
Cry anime.
Say that again.
Say what again? What?
Shankar. What did you say?
How dare you, shut? Adi Shankar.
Who's Adi Shankar?
Who's Adi Shankar?
That's an
K-pop
awesome
star,
name,
say,
though.
for fuck's sake. Right. Well, Adi Shankar was the...
Is that a real name?
The inventor of the bootleg verse. The bootleg universe. You surely have heard of this. The guy that was making short fan films that actually got him enough clout that he is now fucking running shows and done big movies.
Alright.
He done the Power Rangers short that unquestionably helped boost the film that was terrible, way worse than
The film
like
really was.
tragically worse than this guy's
Like the original
small
ones weren't
budget
bad.
fucking fan film. He also done a Punisher kind of sequel, or I heard the original Punisher.
He's out doing
From the
Hollywood.
film.
It wouldn't take much, though.
Oh no,
really.
that's the beauty of it, right? So basically, he got Castlevania as a property, and they done an anime of it and dropped it on Netflix, and everyone fucking loves it. It's quite dark horror, just vampires ripping the fuck at everybody, but everyone
decent budget.
Yeah,
Must,
of course, Netflix just threw it at me.
Awesome.
He also done a Venom pilot that you'd really like, a Venom short film that you'd really like. It was more kind of weird documentary style. These two guys following Eddie Brock, who's a reporter for the Daily Bugle. Of it, he's like hiding the fact that he's Venom for them and pretending like he's on the case of chasing Venom, when really he's just luring these.
I
two
remember
fucking
that. I
guys to
didn't know
film
it was
him.
him that done that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And he done a weird Sean Connery retired Bond animated
What?
thing. It's really dark. But anyway, yeah, it becomes a fucking assassin, a hired assassin. But anyway,
Sounds moderately.
after the Castlevania got a second season, and as soon as the second season just dropped recently, it got renewed for a third season. They're now throwing money at him, and he's getting a Devil May Cry, which was a fucking big game franchise.
Yep.
Or they had an anime back in the day, so it'd be interesting to see if
That
that.
shit
Whereas your
It's not
average
real.
small YouTuber would just
But-
get blown out of the water with copyright attacks. No.
Your average small YouTuber is too busy blowing themselves.
Well, what's beautiful is what you mentioned with the Hollywood is when he was interviewed, he was like, he acquired the rights himself, so quote, the jabronis in Hollywood don't fuck this one up.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
So obviously
Wait
he's
a
had
minute.
that in the past.
The jabronis, you know, I mean, the GI bronies.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, you know.
The GI bronies.
You're extra cringe today.
Yes, I am.
Right, talking about doing things the right way, this was my final story, because apparently you have something else. That's kind of like real-time rap battle. Joyner Lucas and Tory Lanez, kind of big, middling big, up-and-coming rappers. Basically, they had a big kind of real-time rap battle diss fest, but what was cool about it was like they met on Instagram, like almost as soon as it kicked off, and just like done a face-to-face Instagram, where they were like, yeah man, it's just hip-hop, it's just rap, there's no funny business, we're actually fans of each other, like just talk to each other like one-on-one, like nah, I'm a fan, man, no,
Man,
yeah, they're cool, man, I'm a fan
A
too.
magician
like,
doesn't reveal
good.
it. A magician doesn't reveal
yeah,
his
they
tricks.
broke the kayfabe, but was especially in a time like
Yeah,
this when some of the rap battles are going a bit crazy.
Yeah,
a lot
some
of the
of them
big
are going a bit
rappers
far,
are getting
like-
up their arse.
Yeah.
One of them in
They've broken the
particular-
fourth wall of beef.
Yeah.
Well, there's been plenty of cases
Don't talk
where
about the beef.
has been established that it is strictly hip hop, and there's been a friendly back and forth.
Aye.
The
but-
original hip hop beef was like that. It was I'll diss
Yeah.
you and you diss me back, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's all kind of
But
wrestling style.
the gangster style obviously took over that and took away from that. So to see these two, up and coming artists go at it in real time within the space of like a day, they released like 2 diss tracks each, backwards and forwards, and openly talk about it online
Yeah,
and be like, this is just good
yeah.
for culture.
They've realised that there's more money to be made with that additional bonus
I
content.
would argue there'd be more money, yeah, but I'd also argue there'd be more money to be made the way 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd have been doing, where it turns, what's behind the scene chat is they're both managed by the same guy, but these two guys have been beefing, and
Yeah.
on their Instagrams
Yeah,
when they're
yeah,
backwards
yeah.
and forwards, my crew's going to see your crew,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I'm going to see you, ba 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 ba. Now one of them has literally 6ix9ine famous, so we don't talk about him in the show because he's a fucking kiddie fiddler, allegedly, but
Thought you didn't talk about
convicted.
him.
We'll paper over that.
Yeah, he fucking
What papers?
he's just went to jail on racketeering charges. He slipped up on TMZ and got caught saying, I've got a 30 pack on this motherfucker's head. So yeah, he's pretty much got to jail. There's a good chance he's got to jail unless his record label bails him the fuck out of jail.
Well, yeah, but it's pretty obvious now. All this kind of Machiavellian stuff goes on all the time anyway, and there's all this YouTuber beef.
Folk are going to
pretty
jail. Folk are going to
wafer
jail
thin.
Pretty
for the hype.
wafer thin beef.
You know,
Wafer
I
thin
actually think
Costco
people are
fucking
getting
cheap
put
cut
in
beef.
jail for the hype.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's some judge somewhere that's going, yeah, no problem. I'll get you put in for a year's sentence. I'll give you a cushy little cell. You know, you'll be cool. You'll be good. And your popularity will rise so much that, yeah, I'll take that cut of a couple of mil.
So like I say, it's a bit more encouraging to see two actual artists go at it in a friendly and jovial way. And a more positive note to end my spiel. What you got for me, Darkside? Apparently you have some news for us.
Apparently, well, I've got a couple of interesting stories. Some of them aren't
I'll be the
very
judge of that.
interesting. So Facebook's taken a hammering this week, apparently, with Mark Zuckerberg being asked to step down because some people don't like how he's handled the whole Russian troll Cambridge Analytica thing. And he's like, nope, I'm not leaving.
Zuckerberg is a Russian troll.
You reckon?
He's a Russian sense. Look
He's
at
a
him.
Russian
He's a
android.
fracking
Yeah. But interestingly,
Prime
that
member of the railroad.
a campaign group advocating the breakup of Facebook has subverted the advertising tools by putting up adverts, asking for staff from Facebook to give them leaks. So there could be all sorts of, underhand stuff going on Facebook that we might hear about soon.
I see a future
which might be
headline:
interesting.
Facebook unfriends Zuckerberg.
Yeah, let's just everybody unfriend Zuckerberg.
Yeah. And then he'd have like no friends. So
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's how it works, eh? This is some weird Black Mirror episode that because he doesn't have friends, he no longer has billions.
hey,
Millions, but still.
no, he no longer has power. Because in this day and age, apparently, likes and subscriptions are power.
Christ, he could
But-
easily just sell it on.
From Facebook advertising to making money out of Facebook. So this is how you make money out of Facebook.
Proud of that segue there, Tech. You know, he's
Go right in
learning.
it.
He's keeping up.
Members of a London community Facebook group are furious after the rights to run it were sold on to another party not from the area.
What?
So there's some kind of local Facebook group to do with people living in West London with 25,000 members, but the administrators of it sold the rights to administrate it to
That's just
people from elsewhere.
Can they do that?
And apparently there's no rule in the Facebook's policies
No.
that you can't sell on administration
What? Are
rights
you
for a group.
kidding?
Yeah, because I remember.
So never mind
We
advertising
need to start a
on these
racket.
platforms.
We need
yeah.
to start a riot.
Well-
We go around Facebook groups and we just cause shit.
We'll
And
look
then
after your group.
Yeah, then we go like insurance con, like you want us to stop coming around?
protection
trolling
racket,
your group,
Facebook
huh?
protection
You
racket.
want all these Russian bots out of your group? Huh?
Yeah.
It's a shame if your nice little Facebook group got ruined. A tragic accident. That'd be awesome.
It's nothing to do with me.
Just
You
get
never
the old-
heard this from
Just
us.
get the old fucking mafia, Trump, New York fucking racket.
Set up a secret organisation to do this,
Brilliant.
right?
Get the old 6ix9ine hose down. There you go.
So leaving Facebook alone because we've had it on Facebook for the time being. There's no real segue into this. I don't know.
See, it's hard, innit? Don't say it's hard, innit?
Don't say in it.
Celine Dion.
Yeah, there's no segue.
There's no way. There's no segue. So have you heard what Celine Dion's up to?
No, but you better be careful, okay? Celine Dion is a queen, so
She's
the last great diva.
She's some kind of priestess, from what I can tell.
course she is.
Going on here,
She's
Celine Dion has
incredible.
launched a new gender-neutral clothing line for children. Have you seen the advert for this? Oh my word,
No.
this is weird. Celine Dion walks into this baby ward in a hospital where there's a line of girls on one side and a line of boys, and one is pink and blue, and then she looks around and she like blows this magic dust over them all, and they all turn black. They all like everything goes grey and black, and all the
Whoa.
blue and the
Black of
pink
colour.
disappears, and they're all like the same kind of neutral kind of colours of grey and black.
So basically,
Right, and some, but some of the pictures of the clothes in this clothesline are pretty disturbing. There's like newborn babies with "New Order" written
oh what?
in big caps right across a t-shirt. There's like a little girl with a "Ho!" exclamation mark, "Ho!" exclamation mark.
Why?
There's like really weird ones, honestly.
What?
Like babies going about in like skull onesies. It's got all these skulls all over it. It's really
Yeah.
creepy, man.
Alright, calm down, Alex Jones. Okay. So
I'm not saying anything. I'm just
It's what it is.
telling you what's here.
The greatest recording artist of all time.
It's just weird and creepy, man.
Okay,
That's
did
all
you-
I'm saying.
did you not hear
You read
our
into it
song?
what you want, but it just looks really weird.
Did you not hear our song for Deadpool 2? It was a masterpiece. Okay. And then said Deadpool 2 music video. Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds, was in high heels performing ballet in the Deadpool suit. Okay.
Okay.
We live in a post-gender society, sir. I suggest you get with the times and go grey, beige, dark of colour with fucking "ho" written on your t-shirt.
Yeah.
You say grey, is that not racist?
The Gralians?
Yeah, you know.
The Raelians. Oh shit. Segue till fucking off the cuff remember this video. Drummer 1248, fucking that guy. Just dropped this video about how the kid Boo. Remember I told you about this rapper that says he's a clone?
Mm-hmm.
Said he was a clone, but it turned out he pretty much just bought all his like Instagram followers and YouTube followers for bots. And he'd also been lying to a girl he'd been seeing for a year about his age and having a child. And then filmed a video of himself sitting on a couch, clearly with a split screen, going, "Here's my clone," sitting right next to himself. This other YouTuber, this drummer guy's tied that back to the Raelians cult.
There's a Raelians cult?
Yeah, there's this mad cult that are involved with the scam of a cloning centre, Clonaid, that this guy claims to be from. Is heavily funded by the Raelians, and this kid Boo has a big Raelians tattoo. The Raelians is their proper.
What the hell is Clonaid?
Okay, keep up. Okay. Kid Boo
Yeah.
claims to have been a clone.
Oh,
from
right,
the
right,
Clonaid
okay.
facility.
Oh,
However,
okay.
this motherfucker, this YouTuber's dug into the Clonaid facility, and the only things he could find out were sketchy claims about how they claim they had maybe 3 scientists kind of working full time, getting sponsored by the government to go and speak about the possibilities of clones and saying by the end of the year they'll be able to clone full human babies, and why shouldn't they be allowed to? But then it turns out that was pretty much
It's an
all just a
awesome
publicity
story,
stunt.
though.
Yeah, it was a publicity stunt, but they're heavily funded by the Raelians, which is an alien cult that believe in the Anunnaki and the fucking coming
Scientology,
off the
pretty much.
blah, 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 blah.
That's
Creepy,
exactly
man.
how it's pronounced.
Yeah,
Well
their
done.
actual their symbol is like the fucking Jewish star with the swastika running through it.
Whoa.
But it ties it. It's not the swastika. It's the wheel of life.
Oh, this sounds like a
Yeah.
probed.
Oh,
This sounds like an
mate.
investigation here.
Honestly,
We need to go
I was
deep
quite
into
chuffed
that.
to the guy's video, but there's a lot of kind of just stock footage he uses. And goes for the whole Shane Dawson again, with just weird soundtrack over it, and it's like,
That
what?
sounds
Like, give me
amazing.
more about Kid Boo. Should have really broke down everything about this fucking
That
weirdo.
sounds
you know?
amazeballs.
Yeah, don't really care about Kid Boo, but yeah.
right.
the-
So
the
Channing
Raelian
doesn't
cult,
tickle
yeah,
his
the-
fancy, but cloned fucking rappers does. Right. Okay.
So from cloning to
oh shit! bonus episode. Sorry, continue. Keep going. Segue.
the current idiocracy that we're living in.
Let's not say.
Reservoir in.
Just let him have it.
I don't know if you heard about it. Reservoir in Sheffield.
Yeah, I heard about Reservoir in Sheffield. I'm an expert on this. Sorry. It's fun being on the other side of
Where
the
it's-
fence and just poking holes in segues. It's fucking. I get why you guys like this. You come unprepared every week, but prepared just to fuck with my shit.
Yes,
Sorry, continue.
exactly.
Do you want the story or don't you?
Get sassy with me, son.
Right. So
Salt is strong.
big reservoir halfway down England. Right.
It's a salt reservoir.
So because of some water shortage or something, they've used up loads of the water. So there's hardly any reservoir left. Reveals 1940s village. Right. Reveals a village from the 1940s that was flooded when they built the reservoir.
Like a fucking
Yeah,
Studio Ghibli film.
I was going to say they
People-
probably found skeletons in the house. The government's just went flood it.
People have been flocking there.
Don't say.
I was waiting on it, right? People have been.
Frank
It's not even
Holiday.
funny, man.
It just
Right?
sounds wrong. Man. It's going to flock you in the
Don't leave
house.
a fucking space
Any
for it.
any odd words, a trigger word for it, right? Anyway,
Don't say trigger.
so all these people have been going there to see this old remains of this old village, right? And there's not much of it, right? But the weird thing is, half of these people that have been turning up to see it have been vandalising the place.
Why?
Yeah, yeah. Like, oh, there's this old village that we
Right,
haven't
big
seen in
menus on
decades. Oh,
Yeah.
let's vandalise it.
Drawing a big penis.
No,
It's like,
well,
we've got to be the first there to get our gang symbol on it. This is now our hood, man. You know, we now own this block.
Right,
one
Brexit's coming.
visitor was left upset and mad when she saw both children and parents taking beautiful stones from the walls and throwing them into the mud. And what was that? There's a fair amount of graffiti and defacement on the ruins. It's a huge part of our history, and now Cheryl and Steve have scratched their names in the rock.
Look, okay, there's a bit of a difference between scratching your name in it, like lightly scratching your name in it kind of thing, and spray paint a big, massive, multicoloured fucking tag on the side of a
Mural
wall or
kinda.
something like that.
Yeah, that's how we treat history nowadays. Interesting.
Of course, that's we rewrite
Right,
it.
but this one, yeah, right. This is my last one, right? You couldn't write this,
Somebody did.
and I don't know what comes after this.
Is it in visual form? I don't.
There are some pictures available, but you probably don't want to look at them. Kids are setting themselves on fire.
Yes.
The latest internet craze, the fire challenge.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
And
I
it
just dropped my
started as a-
mixtape
yeah.
and it's just spontaneously combusting all over the internet. You know.
Was that
Don't act like you got that.
Was that
meme.
the sound
Don't
of
act like you got. Anyway,
information? Yeah, that was started off as a fucking prank to poke fun at the fact that people were probably going to do this shit.
Hospital
And
bosses
it
have
took
said the
off.
children are setting themselves on fire in an attempt to become social media stars. Can you
Yeah.
believe this?
It
So,
was-
I'm just waiting until the cliff challenge comes along. So, the
Cliff challenge. You go up to Cliff Richard's house, chat the door. On your people, run away.
that's definitely going to have to be
That's probably,
censored.
yeah,
right?
that's probably
no.
bad.
No, just so the metaphor can be fulfilled, you know?
Yeah.
If somebody was going to jump off a cliff, would you do it too? Like, yeah.
Yeah, they would.
If I'm going to be
Depends how
famous,
much
yeah.
clout you get, yeah.
Yeah. But see,
How many subs do
that's
you
it.
get out of
We're moving towards a society that now actually doesn't seem to give a shit, because a lot of society have realised that the only way for society to survive is Darwinism. You know what I mean?
fucking-
Darwin Awards.
Brandy Owen's mum told the Washington Post she looked like a fireball. She was yelling, "Help me!"
That shouldn't be funny, but it is.
She looked like a fireball. She was a fireball. She
Exactly.
was screaming, "Help me!" You should have
People
helped her.
look
I mean, it's really tragic, but it's
Yeah.
it's
It's not tragic.
oh,
It's not tragic accidents are tragic. Kids purposely setting themselves on fire for internet clout. The real tragedy there is the education system. Come on. Fucking hell. What are you teaching your kids?
well, this is social Darwinism.
Flame
That's what you're
burn.
saying.
Yeah,
Stick
yeah,
your
it really
nose.
is social
Take
Darwinism.
your kids fucking camping. Go, yeah, pick up that fucking hot rock. Go then. I dare you.
So you heard the cliff challenge here first.
Jesus.
Why are kids chucking themselves off a cliff?
What is it
Or
with
going
the-
to
Because the
tap Cliff
internet
Richard's
told
door?
them to.
That's it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to the final segment of the show, Gary's and Lents, my favourite part of the show, where we get to talk about what I'm doing and what we're doing. Recon.
That was my recon.
That
I've
was
been
your recon?
reconning. Look,
Now, you can't just use stuff you looked up.
Ask him. What's he done?
As
Ask him.
recon.
I've done stuff. What have you done?
I've done stuff.
Look, I read stories, man.
I've been attempting to start a discussion on looking over pretty much everything that's
Looking over the landscape.
looking over the landscape and wondering what's over the horizon. Nothing. No, I've been looking at pretty much all the Marvel films and everything like that, and then looking at all the DC films, and then trying to figure out where the fuck they went wrong. Besides the obvious.
I know Marvel just
They
fucked it
started
up so
making
bad,
them.
didn't
Right.
they? You know,
I know,
DC
right,
are
yeah.
fucking actually
Yeah.
just owning it right now.
Yeah.
There was an article just published about how Batman and Superman is slowly but surely being revealed as a cult classic.
I thought you were going to say
that.
cult.
Say that.
What the
cult classic.
What the fuck constitutes a cult classic?
Fucking
a
Batman
year
standing in
old.
bat armor shouting,
Yeah.
"Fucking, do you bleed? You will."
No. A cult classic is it bombed at the cinema, and now people are starting to
It
watch
didn't
it.
bomb at the cinema.
Yeah.
It bombed
That's a
at the
cult classic.
reviews. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Get
But-
it right.
It's like, how long does it take something to then become classic? Or that could be termed as classic.
I think it comes out the
20 years,
the
10
DVD
years,
sales kind of always
5
kinda
years,
push it.
3 years. Aye, but the term classic means like old.
The closer we get to the
Generally.
singularity, it's getting shorter and shorter.
I know, right? It's like soon it'll be 2 days and it'll be coined as a classic. You know what I mean?
Well, name me the most the top 3 classic Marvel films then. Oh, see that pregnant pause? Can't even rattle off the first one.
I don't know these.
If you said the
movies. I
top
don't watch
DC
these
fucking
movies.
ones, you'd be able to at least go the first Superman, like the fucking Christopher Reeve Superman.
You might as well be talking
You'd at
about
least be able
Disney
to go
films to
Batman
me.
89.
honestly.
You know, you'd at least be able to turn around and go right, okay, and try and assemble something in one of the Dark Knights. Maybe.
Granted, most
It's
of the Marvel.
equivalent to Peppa Pig in my book.
I
You want
personally
Peppa
think
Pig?
the first Iron Man's an absolute cracker.
But granted, Marvel mostly did animation movies
True,
before that,
true.
which they made their money from the animation stuff. Which I can't.
I'm
really
here's
blame
excuses, but okay. You Marvel stan.
Marvel.
You Stan Lee
what the
stan.
fuck?
Rep Stan Lee.
I didn't rip Stan Lee. Let the guy rest.
Okay, so what is the purpose of you looking at these? Are you going to come forward with some kind of hypothesis? With some kind of a probed episode?
Basically, what I've been looking at is the fact that, you know, both Marvel and DC have their good points. They've got their strong fan bases, but I think the main reason why DC isn't attracting any of the Marvel fans is because they can't fucking pick a solid cast. They're either constantly changing their cast or they're picking people that just don't fit as that cast member, as that character. But Marvel have went and spent the fucking time and energy going, nah,
To
right,
really
you know what?
handpick
We're
this
going to
guy
fucking
as
hammer
this
this.
guy.
Yeah.
To be
We're
fair,
going to nail this.
Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. as fucking Tony
Yeah.
Stark. You know, totally. I agree with that.
You know what I
Your
mean?
Thor as Thor. Fucking
Exactly. That's it.
Totally Thor.
You know, and that I think that's the biggest
Even
issue.
Loki now, he has
Yeah.
become Loki. Like
Exactly. I mean, besides their constant fucking rebooting of shit because the new directors coming in and want to make their piss line on a wall, which is an issue. Besides
the
that,
DC, yeah.
I think the biggest issue is the fact that they can't nail down the right cast.
Yeah, well, that's my problem. If they fucking lose Affleck and Cavill, honestly, I might be out unless they soft reboot with Tom Cruise
Again.
as Green Lantern as the head.
Again.
But yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's it. Oh, anyway, rounding off on that nerd talk because Darkside's fucking nodding off.
He's always nodding off.
Oh, don't say off.
You had to stretch for that one, didn't you?
Don't say stretch. If there's any intelligent signs of life out there, speaking of a stretch, don't dare to leave any comments below. This isn't a discussion and no one cares about random's opinions on the internet. If you're a returning consumer of our content, please consider supporting us by leaving us a rating/review on iTunes, or geese a wee pound off you on Patreon, or subscribe to us on YouTube. And while you're there, feel free to rap battle and spit some fire bars at that like button.
Set that subscribe button on fire.
Totally. And thanks for listening to the only podcast in the galaxy with 3 aliens that vaguely sound like that one Scottish guy in every other war flick. Until next time, this has been Captain Privilege, Grandmaster Tech, Dr. Darkside, signing off. Closing hailing frequencies, ending communications, and gonna go sell my dirty knickers online. Yes.